Hello, everyone. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on this planet and beyond. My name is Miriam Cunha, and I am the host of this channel that I call TransVibrating. TransVibrating as in transvibrating, as in changing from one vibration to another, going transported to another vibration, hopefully higher and more harmonic and more in tune with the light and peace and unconditional love. So, going higher to beautiful vibrations. That's what I call transvibration. Anyway, I'm here tonight with a program that will go from talking a little bit about empathy to engaging into an explanation of the Mayan calendar wave that we are going to start on Wednesday. Is the last wave of a cycle of 260 days, which is a fractal of bigger cycles like 2600 years, 26,000 years, everything converging into this point we are approaching starting this Wednesday. So I was told that it was important to include this tonight, and I will be showing you where we're at. And we will do a meditation about the yellow cosmic sun to tune in to the new vibrations. All right, I will explain more as we go along, but let's start by talking about empathy. And I have with me my little friend here. I forgot on the other show in Spanish to show him, but a very dear person I love a lot, brought him tonight to the show with me. You can name him. He needs a name, so you can name him during the show. So he'll be here helping us to have high vibrations this December. You know, you might not believe in Santa Claus or believe in Santa Claus. It doesn't really matter because everything that we believe as a group creates what is known in the magical occult studies as egregor. I don't know how to pronounce that word in English because it's a word that most people don't know, and in Portuguese it's egregora, but it's egregor in English. And what that word means, it's the energy that is created when a big number of people have a certain belief on something, whatever it is. It creates that energy known as egregor, and that energy starts to exist and to be a reality and to be truth because of all these people believing on it and creating that energy form. So Santa Claus, maybe it didn't exist before, but because so many people put so much energy into that character known as Santa Claus, this energy starts to exist, and you can actually work with that energy to tap into that blob of energy and work with it as much as it's true. And what is this energy of Santa Claus? Is the energy of giving and receiving gifts. That's what we created, right? We created this idea of Christmas, Santa Claus, and Santa Claus comes to everybody's house and drops gifts for everybody. and everybody receives gifts. So it's the giving and receiving gifts. That's what this energy is about, and you can play with it and have fun and have open arms to receive and to give as well. So Santa Claus is actually a very nice egregora. If you want to search for the word in English, it's Egregora, I believe, something like that. I probably should make a show all about that and find out how to pronounce that correctly. Anyway, let's talk about empathy. Empathy, empathy. Is it good or is it bad? It's both. Because everything in this universe, it's both. It's good and bad. As we have light, we have darkness. As we have night, we have day. As we have black, we have white. As we have a left side of the hemisphere, we have a right side of the hemisphere. Everything is duality working together in harmony. And that is the key. It's the middle path that creates the harmony in between the two forces. So is empathy good or bad? It's both. And it will turn into what we make of it, right? Empathy. What is empathy? Empathy, it's the capacity that many of us have to put ourselves on others' shoes, to put ourselves into others' places fully with our feelings, to feel the same thing the other person is feeling. That's what empathy is. And many times we can see people that are defined as psychopaths and narcissists as people with lack of empathy. And that is one extreme of the energy of empathy. The other extreme, it's too much empathy or empathy that we don't know how to deal with, that ends up actually harming ourselves or getting us unhealthy. And the reason why I say that is because I, by experience, have too much empathy. So I have been naturally an empath since I remember. I have had always this capacity of putting myself on the other shoes, but it was in a very, I would say, unbalanced way because I didn't know how to filter that and I ended up calling for myself problems that I really didn't need to have. And I wasn't really solving the problems by bringing them to my life, especially health problems, right? So when you are an empath, you have to be aware of how you manage that empathy, because as good as it is to have empathy and to be able to feel the same thing as others or see from the perspective of the other, to understand and come to a harmonious conclusion or agreement, it is also important to see if you're not grabbing things for yourself that are actually making you unhealthy or unbalanced. So I have several examples that happened in my life. Just one moment, I need to see what's going on. Can hardly hear me. Oh, my volume is on the maximum. My volume is on the maximum, so I don't know. Might be your phone. Your anybody here listening there? Can you hear me well? If you can't, let me know. But my volume is on the maximum here, so I don't know. Let me just check completely here. I can't check right now. Anyway, Where was I? About empathy. Empathy being okay. My examples. Yeah, I have had a few experiences that were not. Some were interesting, some were not harmonious for me. So one experience I had, a person that I am extremely connected to had a health issue. I'm not gonna name anybody, but this person had a health issue, and at one point that I was working on healing that person with tools that I know as Reiki and reflexology, and at one point on a meditation, I wasn't physically present with the person, but I was meditating. I ended up going inside the person, uh, the person's body, and I could see through the person's eyes, and I could see what was going on inside the body, and it was like out of a sudden. I wasn't intending to do that, but it happened, and out of a sudden I was there, and I was like, "Holy smokes!" And when I was there, I decided, okay, so if I'm here, I will see what I can heal, right? So I started energetically healing the health issue that was going on. And that was a very intense and very interesting experience that I had with empathy. And I think empathy was what took me to that point of going inside the person's body to heal, which is something that any energy healing healer could do, shamans could do. But the key is to manage that in a way that you get the outcome that you want. Another example, it was something that happened not too long ago. Somebody I met that I appreciate, and this person actually mentioned that the person's blood pressure was very high, and I wasn't thinking, I wasn't guarded, I wasn't aware of remembering that I have empathy. I have too much empathy, and I felt this thing. Oh, so young, high blood pressure, and I entered that condition. Next day, my blood pressure, which is always low, like low to the point of being like 90 some by 60 some, went up very, very high. And it took me a couple of days to realize what I had done with my empathy. Oh, give it to me. But it wasn't intentional, it wasn't prepared, it wasn't worked. So what happened is I just grabbed it to me, but I didn't really heal the other person. So it's not that I grabbed it and healed the other person. I just grabbed it, got the same thing. So I had to do intense work to release that wasn't mine and go back to my normal. And, and that is what made me think that I should talk about this, because there are many empaths. Actually, most of the light workers, healers, are empaths to the extreme. And although it is praised as an amazing ability and condition, it can harm, and we have to be aware of that and be careful on how we do it. So inner work is necessary, understanding is necessary, alertness is necessary for us not to actually let the unbalanced conditions we find in others that we empathize with disharmonize our own lives or our own health. So it is very important for us to be aware of how sensitive we are to the conditions of others and to the condition of planet Earth, especially nowadays, because we are going through very intense days of transformation, which are causing a lot of chaotic situations, and lots of people are suffering a lot on the planet right now. And us, as empaths and light workers, cannot have the luxury of letting these imbalances take us out of the work of holding the vibrations high and holding the light. So, whatever disharmony or chaos or suffering we encounter that we empathize with, we should neutralize it right away and pull it up to higher vibrations instead of letting this pull us down. And an example that I came across this week, because I researched about empathy, and then I found a researcher of stories. Will not name her, but she has a cartoon online which explains the difference between sympathy and empathy, emphasizing that people should have empathy and not sympathy, because sympathy is just, according to her theory, is just telling positive things to the person, but not really helping the person. But if you are an empath and you empathize with the person, you will actually reach that same level of feelings with the person and get together with the person. And the cartoon actually shows an animal that meets another animal, and this other animal, the second one, has a cloud on top of its head, raining only on top of him. And this other animal tries to cheer up the sad animal, saying things and stuff, and look at the sun, and nothing helped until this animal decides, okay, I need to be on that same level with that animal and feel the same thing, and then he will feel good. So what happens is that this other animal creates a cloud of rain on top of its head, and both are there with clouds of rain on top of the head. So when I saw that, I thought, well, this is not really helping, because now instead of the light worker pulling this person out to the light worker went into the dark, into the suffering. And it's okay. We, as an empaths, we do feel that. But what is it that is practical that we're doing with that, right? Is it really practical to go to lower our vibrations to the level of suffering and stay there, suffering together with the other person, which is the definition of empathy this researcher gave as a good thing to have? Or is it more practical to remain neutral, empathize, understand, but pull with our maintaining our high vibrations by example? Is not that we have the responsibility of pulling people out of their lower vibrations into higher vibrations. And we cannot do that. We can't change anybody. But by shining a light besides the person with the raining cloud on over their heads, we actually give them hope to look at another side and actually raise their vibrations and dissolve their raining cloud on top of their heads, and then reach that same light, that same sunshine, light of the end of the tunnel. See the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that's very important to be aware of, because if you are grabbing the pain of the world right now to you and feeling depressed and feeling down and sick and whatever your feelings are, it's not helping anything. It's not helping. And we need to dissolve that and work on keeping these vibrations in a level of unconditional love and peace and harmony the most we can. And I'm talking to myself too. Don't worry, I'm on the same boat with you, because I tend to see at all of the suffering that it's unnecessary, in my opinion, that people are going through. And I feel for them, and I feel like, and then when I start going on that path, it doesn't solve anything. I have to get out, I have to stop and then become neutral again, raise the vibes, and start again. So I'm saying all of that because it is right now very, very extremely important for us to keep these vibes high, to be able to take on the light codes we're receiving already, and that they will intensify as we go, as we move along. And talking about that, I'm going to share the screen with you to show you what we're going through right now on the Mayan calendar. All right. So share this screen with you. This day of the cosmic sun, yellow cosmic sun, will be on December 14th, but I want you to focus on December the 2nd. December the 2nd, which is this Wednesday. This Wednesday, we start a wave of 13 days, which is the last wave of a cycle of 260 days, which is a fractal portion of bigger cycles that are all coming together right now. So cycles of 260 days, 2,600 years, 26,000 years, all of these cycles. You can imagine bigger circles and smaller circles, all having one touching point in common, and that is the touching point right now in December. So we start in on Wednesday, the first day of the wave of 13 days that will lead us to the peak of the cosmic sun energy, meaning straight opening portal contact with the central sun of the galaxy, starting to open on December 14th. Nothing happens in one day. When a mother is waiting for a baby, the baby takes 9 months to be born. Trees grow fruits in their own period of time, not in one day. And that is nature. Nature processes things. Things things are planted. What is planted, it's a programming of a certain reality. This programming of reality starts to run through the universal machine. It has a process. The processor processes it in a certain time according to whatever the process is, and then it happens. But in between the process, it's already happening, right? So we are on a big process of change of the planet, and we are part of the planet. Our physical bodies are made of the planet matter. So our souls are incarnated here to experience this big change and learn from it. Many of us are not going to make it because some of us were not ready. There are individuals on all different kinds of levels of evolution. Some are stubborn and they don't want to change and let go of things, and for those people it will be more difficult to go through the next few days and months, because the coding of the new program is going to happen no matter what, and we have to be ready for that. So I'm going to do a quick reading for you of the next 13 days starting on Wednesday, December the 2nd, We start a wave, as you can see here with the yellow star highlighted in green. It will be a sequence of 13 days on which purpose is to create beauty, elegance. So use our creativity to create beauty, to see beauty on things, focus on beauty, on creativity, with the challenge of purifying our emotions. That is the number two here. The red moon brings us the challenge of purifying our emotions. It's going to be a very emotional period of time. And that's why I was talking about empathy, because we need to stay focused. We need to purify our emotions. We need to let go of what doesn't serve us. We need to let go of the old patterns of ancestrals, of DNA, of thoughts, emotions, things we've been carrying. We have had an entire year of opportunity to let go already, but this is the peak, and the 13 days starting on this Wednesday are going to be intense on purifying emotions. So let yourself cry, let yourself laugh, yell, whatever, however you want to express your emotions, let them get purified. Drink a lot of water, because all of this is about water and a moon process, right? The moon purifying emotions, and it's the water element. We're two-thirds water in our bodies, so this is going to be a lot to take in. Okay, number three, the third day of the wave, which is going to be Friday, is the day that shows us what are we serving to. We are impelled to serve to unconditional love. Unconditional love is the service. I'm going to put the wave here so you understand what I'm reading here. Hmm. The sound is not, it seems like the sound is not good, and I don't know what to do because my volume is on the maximum, and I don't know what to do. I am going to continue, and in case this recording is not good, I will do it again sometime this week. Sinto muito, mãe, eu não sei o que fazer, o volume está no máximo. O Bob também falou a mesma coisa, mas eu não tenho, não sei o que fazer. É a conexão. Talvez se eu parar de gravar. Ops. Parar de gravar. Sorry about that, but it seems like the connection is not very good or something. It's trying to stop me from saying what I'm saying, because I was trying to share this on Facebook, and Facebook was just blocking the preview of these videos there. And now I have this connection with low volume and everything. But it is what it is. I'm gonna try, and if not, I'll do it again. So I was reading here this wave of 13 days, which start on Wednesday this week, on December 2nd. The purpose of the sequence of 13 days is to be creative and to create beauty, and to focus on beauty. The challenge I already read for you. The challenge of the 13 days is going to be to become our own mothers and allow ourselves to be nourished and purify the emotions as we go along. So, as I was saying, drink a lot of water and let yourself allow emotions to go through and purify things don't serve you anymore. Number three of the wave, which is this here, it's the service of the sequence of days. It will be we're gonna be teaching others around us to be more present on the now and to be into unconditional love. Number four, which is Saturday, it's going to be a day of shaping our reality through healing ourselves, organizing ourselves to be more playful and to break with illusions, whatever illusions are still hanging on us. Sunday, we enter in full command of enlightening our freedom and our free will. So we're gonna be in full command of enlightening, putting light spotlight over freedom. Freedom that brings, in my opinion, more power to protests because the protests will be more about not only about freedom, but they will be about enlightenment, showing with the light everything that has been hidden on the darkness for so long. Monday next week will be a day of balancing the process through exploring new ideas and new paths. We're going to be channeling on Tuesday next week on December. Oops. Uh, where did it go? Here. Uh, stop sharing. I lost the window. Anyway, you know what I'm reading. So uh, then we're going to be channeling radical transformation to understand that the only time that there is now. And the full process, it's on the integrity of activating our third vision, our oh, I found it again. I'm gonna share now again. This, let's see, where is it? Okay, share screen, share screen. There we go. There we go. We're back. Okay, so we're going to be channeling a radical transformation to understand that the only time that exists, it's here and now. And the integrity of the process of those 13 days will be to use our own energy generated inside of us to activate our inner vision and our intuition. And then the point of activation of the 13 days happens on December 10th, which is going to be activating our freedom and our free will to become warriors. Warriors in the sense of having the courage to face the challenges so that we manifest the process on December 11th. And the manifestation comes through using our instincts of survival and our sexual energy to make the movement and evolution of the earth happen. And then on December 12th, we have the energy that helps us to let go of the process, liberating through meditation and reflection. So December 12th, it's a very important day for meditation the whole day. December 13th, our spiritual guides, our universe friends will be collaborating with us, sending us a lot of playfulness, understanding of the illusions, understanding of how through magic we can create our new reality, and showing us that we can self generate our own energy for the transmutation that happens on December 14th, which is this yellow cosmic sun here, guided by the star, I mean, guided by the seed. So we're going to be letting flourish the enlightenment. That is the day that I believe we start having contact directly with the central sun of the galaxy. So this big event everybody is expecting in December, it's not going to happen in one day. It's not that, okay, December 21st and that's it, and we have to wait until December 21st. No, 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 no. We need to get ready now. Wednesday starts the big preparation of 13 days, focusing on being creative and looking at the beautiful side of things, allowing the purification of emotions to happen, being in service of unconditional love, being present on the here and now, creating a material reality of healing, organizing things, being playful, being in full command of our freedom and the enlightenment of our freedom, feeling balanced through exploring new ideas, channeling a radical transformation. Hmm. In the integrity of self generating energy for inner vision to awaken, activating our freedom and becoming warriors, to manifest our instinct of survival using our kundalini, our sexual energy to move and evolve, meditating into our own selves and letting go of the process of thousands of years in collaboration with the playfulness of magic and our self generation of energy to let the enlightenment flourish on December 14. And on December 14, we end this huge cycle. December 15, we start a new cycle. I'll do a reading about that during this week or so, hopefully with a better connection because I might have to do this again. And right now I'm feeling intense energy, and we're going to be doing a meditation right now. So I want you to close your eyes and start focusing on your breathing despite the noise or the bad connection. We can all close our eyes and start focusing on our breathing and slow it down. Breathe in enlightenment, peace, unconditional love, health. Breathe out anything that doesn't serve us anymore. Slow it down. Quiet your mind. Focus on the center of your brain, on your gland that it's inside there. It's called pituitarian gland. That is your third eye. Focus there. Let your mind calm down. Your heartbeat slow. Your breath becomes deeper and slower, bringing your peace and harmony. Observe if you have any thoughts coming through and just let them go. Tell them, I don't care about this right now. And they go. They go until you have no more thoughts of other things coming through. and you're totally present on the now. Let's think about the cosmic sun, the central sun of the galaxy, and prepare our bodies to receive the new codes of light that will help us transition to higher dimensions. Stay on that focus. Imagine an amazing, beautiful sun shining inside of you, getting your body ready for the new codes of light. Breathing in that light and breathing out darkness. Let's expand this energy through our room, through our house, through our neighborhood, and as far as it can go, because expanding our high vibrations that can be contagious and get others to expand theirs as well. And that is the only thing we can do to help the process. It's help ourselves. The only work you need to do, it's your inner work, is your own homework. Don't bother with trying to change anybody or anything in this inner process. Things will change no matter what, because it's the time of light to be enlightening us. Stay there, feel this peace. And slowly start coming back. Okay, this was a little meditation, and if you can reach these levels of vibration every day, it will get to a point that you are always in this state of vibration, no matter what happens around. And right now, I am actually being challenged by the messages that I got that the connection is not good, and I had two choices: get disturbed by it or just keep going and raising the vibrations. So that's what I did, and it's all good, because if it's necessary, I'll do it again. It doesn't bother the energy anyway. So I want to thank you for being here tonight, or whenever you connect with this recording. The energy is still around, no matter if it's recorded or not, because there is no beginning, middle, or end in time. Everything is happening. So whenever you tune into this, you are on that vibration. And thank you again. In gratitude and unconditional love, transvibrating to new frequencies. I'll talk to you pretty soon. On Wednesday, I'm gonna have a Spanish video with Maria Eugenia, and we're gonna talk about the tree of life. But I will ask her if we can do that in English too, or I'll talk about that another time. But stay in peace. Know that everything is in perfect order at the perfect time with the perfect people, and let go of everything else.